Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. On this video I'm going to be using Fibonacci, volume, geometry and wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory to establish an outlook into the markets. First let's start on the monthly time frame on the Brave New Coin Liquid Index for Bitcoin. We have had these channels that are somewhat good geometry, at least to some degree. You can see that these have been somewhat significant in the past, saying, for example, this channel here tops on these June 2011 and top on November 2013, pivoted somewhere around down here. We can see that we had that as a resistance point here on the highs of December 2017. After that, again, next channel connecting highs to the lows. We can see that we are currently battling these, or we had the 2020 crash getting to these lows of this channel and now battling again this lower trend line. But I wouldn't be concentrating too much on this. What makes this monthly chart to me more interesting is the RSI, as we are currently at the lowest RSI reading ever on Bitcoin history. Well, at least currently. We still haven't closed the monthly candle, so this can go up or down, of course. The green box here is below 50 RSI and has been a very great area to buy in the history of Bitcoin. Here we see on around the 2014-2015 lows, we were below 50 RSI, and what did we have? A pump in price. Here in 2018, below 50 RSI, pump in price. 2020, pump in price. Wonder what might happen next. We are again below this green box, or inside this green box here, that is going to be offering some support here on this trend line here. Basically, currently we are pretty much broken it, but again we have not closed the monthly, so we have to be seeing what happens. Now the other thing is that we are having this trend line down here. So what I'm expecting is a confirmation with this trend line, as when we are breaking this trend line, we've already pivoted from the lows and starting to get higher. Whether this is this month or the next. If it takes more than 2 months, then this gets very bearish overall. At that point, I would be expecting that we're actually correcting something higher degree count here on Elliott Wave terms, and we are stuck with this bearish area instead of being this in bullish area. Because since Bitcoin history, all we have had is been in this, anything above 40. If we are going to get into this bear market, we are most likely going to stay here below 60. Okay, of course we're going to be having rallies, but again, those are just short term, and we are still correcting downwards. And that is going to be a massive drop if that happens. Same with any other asset, S&P 500, there is possibilities there as well. But let's get into the medium time frame for now. Let's check out the local structures that we had. I went through this last time, but let's close in on it fast as well today. The main count has been this one, where we had a 1, 2, 3, currently making the possible 4 and 5. There's other alternatives saying that we could have this as 1, 2, 3, currently making the 4 again, having the same relation here, and then 5. Then this one where we had already completed the structure, and now we would be coming down. How low? Well, we don't know yet. Trading wise, we're going to be looking into this more local structure, but again, on this medium time frame, it is looking kind of bearish still. If we are comparing this possible wave 4 structure to the previous wave, we can see that there is some kind of correlation here in time of around 33, which is usually the minimum that I want to see. Whether 3 is here, here, or here, we can see that the 33 is around there. We can argue that any of these peaks here could be the wave 3 top, and then we could be having that area of as an A, B, and C coming down to wave 4. But yeah, comparison between the wave 4 and 3 is definitely some merit to it, how little it can take in time. We can also compare it to wave 2 here, and here we see as well that it has taken more than the 33. That is the minimum we want to see. So both of these are still valid. Currently I'm more leaning towards this one, as we have taken out the 23k area that we were looking for so much. Of course, the more people are looking forward to this area, the more likely it is that it is not actually the bottom, and we are actually going to go through this into the next area or into the next area. But we have plenty of time to talk about these scenarios later. Let's take a look at the closer structures here before getting into that one. Let's take a look at these ones. So we had this idea, if we are again still having this as the wave 4 and looking for wave 5, we would have an A, B, and C, or a WXY count. Inside here, we would be looking at this as a possible diagonal. Now this has been worse and worse overall. To me, this is already pretty much invalidated itself. We can't really get a good looking structure here anymore at all. We don't want to see these peaks on the trend line, and if we are placing it like so now, the wave 1 here, to comparison that to wave 3, we can see that this is starting to look more like an expanding diagonal than a contracting one. One-to-one extension, let's take a look at that. I don't think I had it anywhere, so let's just modify this one fast. We have already gone beyond the one-to-one extension here. So that means that actually we could be looking at some kind of expanding diagonal. And that is pretty much the only reason I'm going to be keeping this count here. For this to work, we would have this as an A wave, B, and now we would be looking for 5 waves in C wave. Most likely the wave C is not done here, or done yet. So we would be looking for wave 4 and then 5 to end the wave C here. Then wave 4 and then 5. And this would be really bad of a look for the retail people who are thinking this is the end here. They're selling here, and then when the price gets higher, they would be getting into it, and then another price dump here, and they would never get back to crypto anymore. But that is what market makers do, to retailers at least. Other scenario is that we have some kind of ABC structure here. Let me close this one here. ABC structure where we have this very ugly 5-way structure, whether wave 1 is up here or down here, does not really matter. Either way, it is ugly. In the higher time frame, the A, B, and C, looking for that to happen. On the C wave, currently this looks to me that we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and now making the wave 5. In here, we would be looking for a 1, 2, currently making the 3 possible that we have already come down to it or completed it, then looking for wave 4 and 5 to end the wave 5 to end the wave C. These are the higher time frame targets for the wave C, these green ones, and we'll see what comes of them. Of course, invalidation is here for the actually there's no invalidation. ABC does not need invalidation. Basically here 7k, but definitely would be looking into some other possibilities at that point, as if wave C gets beyond this 1.618 here. But yeah, soft invalidation here. The next count we had was this WXY, looking for downwards again. W, X, and Y. On Y, we would be labeling this as possible ABC, WXY into X, and now we most likely, again, I don't want to see this labeled as an ABC, as a C wave has taken so much more, has been so large here. We can see that it almost came down to the 4.3236, basically the maximum here for the wave 3. So we can't really say that this is a valid wave C at all. So we have to be saying that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, as we are looking for wave Y here, overall, we would be saying that, or if we are saying that this is a 5-way structure, we would be saying that this is a wave A only. Then looking for wave B and then C to come up down here somewhere to take out the lows of A. Most likely, hopefully, we would be stopping here around this volume node. Not too much volume overall, but again, it is possible. Now, on a very short time frame, I don't want to get too into this, but on 1 hour, we can see that we had a 1, 2. Again, previously we had this possibility of being AB, and again, now we've come down so far to the more than 3.618 extension that I don't see that possible of being an ABC. So 1, 2 for sure. The rest structure here is a bit of debatable, I guess. We could be saying this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and super extended fifth, or we could be saying that we have a 1, 2, 1, 2. At this point, the wave, or this second possible 1, 2 structure here, however, is larger than the first one, which is unlikely. Just because this is higher degree 1, 2, the next 1, 2 should be lower degree, which means it should be smaller in time and price. But again, it could be the case. Currently, we have made some kind of bullish divergence here, and we have been getting some kind of pump up here. It could be some kind of ABC coming up here, possibly to this area where we just pivoted from, but we'll see again. It could be a wave 4 coming down soon here. I actually need to re-establish this one here and pivot that to see where we can expect wave 4 to go to. And this one, of course, is really wrong placed. There we go, 38.2, right around 24k. I wouldn't be expecting too much higher than that. Currently, this looks very bullish, as in some kind of zigzag pattern, at least on this time frame. For the wave 2, we had a flat pattern, so we could be expecting this as a zigzag coming up real fast before coming down again to look for that last leg of wave 5 coming down. This 5-way structure here is something that I'm looking forward in multiple higher time frame scenarios, so this is what I'm going to be keeping up with only for the time being. On 1 hour, we are still within this channel, or this trend line here, and we could be bouncing off of it again, but we'll see. Still a few days possible to linger down below here on these prices or these areas before we have to be making some kind of move upwards. But again, nothing is certain. Trade safe and set some stop loss if you're trading. But again, that is pretty much everything I wanted to share today on Bitcoin. If you have other accounts you would like to share, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. Also, if you would like me to update certain other asset, let me know in the comments below. But for now, I thank you for watching and I'll hopefully see you on the next video. Bye bye.